I'm Corey Moose. I'm the Assistant Utilities Director for the City of Midland, Texas. Chlorine conversion is going to last approximately 30 days from July the 5th to August the 3rd. Typically, the disinfectant that we use is chloramines. So that is the addition of chlorine and ammonia to the water. We use that to prevent disinfection byproducts and because it lasts longer in the distribution system. The issue with using that over a prolonged period of time is when the water becomes stagnant or the temperatures rise, you could have some issues that affect water quality in the distribution system. So as part of a routine maintenance schedule, we take the free ammonia out of the treatment process and we send free chlorine through the distribution process. It lasts a month so we can ensure that from the beginning of the distribution system to the end of the distribution system, we get adequate removal of any possible contaminants that are in the water, and we remove all the available free ammonia that's in the distribution system. We've done chlorine conversions in the past, and some of you might have noticed there's a potential for discoloration in the water. There's a potential for pressure drops because we're flushing hydrants, and you might notice a chlorine-like smell in the water similar to a swimming pool. So if you experience a pressure drop that lasts greater than 30 minutes, you need to contact the utilities department. If you're experiencing discoloration in water, there are some things that you can do. You can open up your faucets on the outside, open up your bathtub faucet, flush your toilets, and ensure that all the sediment that could possibly be in your house is flushed out. If you notice discoloration that lasts longer than 30 or 45 minutes in your household, again, contact the utility department and we'll send somebody through to see if we can get some flushing done and remediate that issue. There are chlorine sensitive people. The water is still safe to drink. If you need to remove some of that chlorine, you need to bathe in it. You can fill your bathtub up and you can add 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C to the water and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and that should dissipate all the chlorine in the water. If you're going to drink the water, you can put a gallon in a pitcher and you can add a couple slices of orange or some other citrus fruit. About 24 hours later, it should be free of chlorine. Whenever we switch over to free chlorine, the fire department helps us move it through the system.
So for the chlorine conversion, we're gonna be going around and we're gonna be flushing hydrants like that, over there, over there. So to flush a hydrant, we have a bag in the back of our engine usually, and it's called a hydrant bag. So it has a hydrant wrench and some attachments for that. We take the hydrant wrench, we open up this thing called the steamer on the outside. It's one of the big connections. There's usually 3 on a hydrant. We'll open that up, flow water out of it, make sure we open and close that slow so we don't bust a main. At the same time, we're gonna be flushing out sediment that collects in the mains, rust, stuff like that. So when we need water at a fire scene, we'll make sure we have access to it. So we usually flow them about 2 minutes. The water's just gonna go out into the streets. Grass, wherever it is that we're flowing it at, it's gonna go right out there. So the citizens will need to make note of that. There may be flooding and intersections and all that throughout the city.